लड़कियों को तो सुनना पसंद है, ठीक है. We are auditory creatures. We want someone to keep telling us stuff. Please understand, everyone's love language is different. When you guys are alone together, it's a whole different story. But just in case somebody saw you guys together, it's a whole different story.
What if my partner always compares me to their ex? Should I still try to prove myself?
I would suggest run. Your entire potential can kind of go to waste because you're trying to prove to someone that you are better than what they had before you. The guy didn't mind saying sorry even when it was not his mistake. And a lot of them say it's just a simpler way to end the argument. This is something you'll have to figure as you go along. I can't give you a single one standard answer for this. Hey everyone, Poonam Bajwa here. Welcome to my channel. Well, just in case you guys don't remember, we had an episode on love. Specifically me giving advice on all matters regarding to love. Now, since we have released the episode, मुझे हर दिन कम से कम 100 या 150 emails, messages, DMs, comments आए हैं where furthermore queries have been put forward about, ma'am, you said XYZ, but what if it is like this, then what do we do? Oh God, is this real or fake? I'm lost, I'm confused. A lot of you also said you don't agree with me, which is absolutely fine. I mean, I appreciate the fact that you heard me out, but a lot of you felt like, oh God, what I said is not right, and you completely disagree with me. That is fine. Many of you have asked nuanced suggestions for their love life or matters related to the heart, and I can't wait to answer all of them. So let's get started. So guys, what has happened with this whole, questions about love that have been coming non-stop? I'm not joking, they've been non-stop. It has made me think from so many different perspectives. अभी जाहिर सी बात है, normally हर इंसान को उनका perspective पता है, because that is what their experience was. Now I have, I think, multiple perspectives because I have my own life experience, plus I have you guys who are telling me how it is for you, plus I have other people who told me where my advice worked, and I also have another set of people, this is a bit of an ego bruise, but where they said my advice didn't work and I was wrong. This has all been happening at the same time, and this has given me so many different ways to think about the questions you have put forth. So obviously, I've come to a point where I cannot wait to share with you what I know. Again, a small disclaimer, I don't claim to be an expert on this. I'm answering through the life experience that I have had and through, let's say, things that I have learned. Hoping somewhere in your journey, it will help you through with it. So guys, I am super excited. Can't wait to share my answers with you. Let's get this started.
Now, here's your question. If my partner never openly expresses love but still stays with me, does that mean they truly love me?
Alright, please correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section later. But this sounds like a girl asking a question. Could be a guy also. It is very common among girls. I have had the same complaint. I've had my friends have the same complaint. Specifically for guys, mostly. Many of them tend to be, I think, lesser verbally expressive, if that's what you mean. लड़कियों को तो सुनना पसंद है, ठीक है. We are auditory creatures. We want someone to keep telling us stuff. And I think we can have a boyfriend or girlfriend or husband or wife for the next 100 years. We want the verbal validation every day, which is why, the memes and jokes we see is like, oh, do you love me? Do you still love me? Am I the best? So there are guys on girls जो इतना नहीं express करते. They don't do it to their parents. They don't do it with their friends. Yet they will let you know they love you. Please understand, everyone's love language is different. This is a new term, of course, being very popular now, but basically means कि प्यार की एक अलग भाषा है, may or may not include words like verbal. The way they take care of you, the way they kind of arrange a few things because you like it that way, the way they get you something when they're coming back home because they thought of you. Sometimes they will take care of some very tiny detail because it makes you happy or it irritates you, whichever way. Those are many, many different ways in which a person can express that they love you. So I know we need that validation and we want that expression from our partner that, listen, you need to show me you love me and you need to tell me you love me and you need to kind of verbally say that, I can't be without you. I do know a lot of people who love very, very, very deep and who are also very silent. And it's question of time, space, and guys, there's only one thing I can tell. If it's bothering you, with the clarity that you have asked me, with the clarity that you've written an email to me, there is a good chance some of you have not communicated this to the person. and I'm learning this as I'm answering questions, not just for shooting purposes, even otherwise in our friend circle or socially. कि जो बंदा मुझे बोल रहा है यार my wife does this or doesn't do this, or the girl is telling me the guy is like this, the person that they're talking about doesn't even know that this is being perceived as a problem. So first things first, I think very clearly, without getting angry, without complaining, प्यार से उनको बता दीजिए that listen, I would like it if you showed more, I would like it if you expressed more. And second thing being, there's a strong possibility that person really really loves you and is just not a very expressive person in general.
Mom, my boyfriend always puts work and friends before me. Am I expecting too much if I want more time together?
No, darling, you're not. I think it's perfectly fair and valid to want time with your partner, and we have to consider the facts. See, it's very important to consider that yes, he has a career and work. I'm sure so do you. Yes, he has a friend circle. I hope and pray so do you. Okay, but wanting equal time from your partner within those three things is very, very fair, and I think you should communicate this to him. And just in case you have and he's not taking it seriously, well, I think you need to sit down and talk again.
How to deal with a partner who shows love in private but acts distant in public?
I would say the most straightforward way to deal with this is, again, just communicate and express this. This can happen for two reasons, and you need to be mindful that it can be any one of the two, so I'm not taking any side. It could be that this person is still not sure about you. Perfectly fair. I don't know at what stage of seriousness your relationship is, but sometimes you're not sure about the other person. Or you still have an ex whom you're hoping to meet, and it could be that. In that case, you keep your current love interest very, very private. So which means when you guys are alone together, it's a whole different story. But just in case somebody saw you guys together, it's a whole different story. That is one of the possibilities. There is the second possibility that it is very, very serious and it is very, very, very special to this person. And sometimes we want to be secretive about things that are very special and very private, because you know how it is. You don't want people talking or judging something which is so dear to you. So that is another possibility. And you're going to have to think and dig a little deeper to figure out which of the two it is.
What if my partner always compares me to their ex? Should I still try to prove myself?
Darling, if that's the case, I would suggest run. No, it's okay. Your heart will break and you will shed some tears and you'll think there is nothing ahead in life. But you need to run. That is a series of red flags. It's not a single red flag. Just imagine this. Your entire potential can kind of go to waste because you're trying to prove to someone that you are better than what they had before you. My point is, if they were that awesome, why did they leave this person? Especially if they were that awesome and they chose to leave this person, I think you should leave too. Because no person in their right mind would compare someone they love to someone they had. You cannot. Your fingerprints are different, your biometrics are different, your DNA is unique to you. There is no reason anyone should have to compare to you. And if they're aware or they're using it as a strategy to control you, or it makes you feel lesser about yourself, it lowers your sense of self-worth, self-esteem, I hope and pray you love yourself as much as you love this person. Because if you did, you would realize this is no way to treat someone you're in love with. And which also raises the question, do they really love you if they're doing this? So if you were a friend of mine or you are someone I care about, I mean, I do care about you, but I would suggest you to leave ASAP.
If my girlfriend never says sorry after fights, should I always compromise?
You shouldn't, but you'll have to.
Or any other two lines?
Any other two lines? See, I can get into, listen, whoever made the mistake is supposed to say sorry. And it's not right. She should also say sorry when she's wrong. And you shouldn't have to compromise all the time. This is one of the few places where the textbook answer is not going to match the real answer. So from all the couples I know, including my parents, who are not exactly teenagers, and friends and siblings and people, my classmates whom I meet in reunions, it's the standard for a relationship that's going really, really well and that has lasted really, really long. The guy didn't mind saying sorry even when it was not his mistake. And a lot of them say it's just a simpler way to end the argument.
If my boyfriend hides his phone from me, is that lack of trust or just privacy?
Okay. Again, there's no specific answer to this. I will give you two different scenarios where it is okay and it's not okay. So, again, I know a bunch of people for whom forget sharing your phone, even speaking on your phone in front of somebody else is not okay. Because for them to talk on their phone is a private thing. They go to another room to talk. Even if it's to talk to their maid, mind you. कि यार सब्जी ये बनाना है, दाल वो बनाना है, ये फ्रिज में से निकाल दो, ठीक है? Stuff like that also I know people who go into the next room. Although on most occasions, when there is an extreme thing of don't touch my phone, I don't like my phone being touched, and mostly it could be because there is something they're not comfortable with you seeing. Now, if you both have the same rule with each other, that you don't show your phone to them and they don't show their phone to you, and you've decided to keep it like this, then it's great. I don't see a problem. Because I know for a lot of people, not a lot of people, most of us, your phone is a very, very private thing. On the other hand though, I think if your partner knows how uneasy and restless it's making you, because please be rest assured, if I'm in love with someone, I will do everything to let them know that they are the only one. That there's nothing to worry about, that when I'm saying XYZ is a friend, it's only a friend. I will go out of my way. I will not make them feel like they're being pushy or possessive or asking again and again, and this is what you do. And so this is one way to check. You tell this person that this is how it makes you feel, and you just want to be able to have this transparency with him or her. Now, if this person really loves you, again, it is irritating, I know, but they will still be like, fine, here's my phone, check what you want. If it's a non-negotiable where they say, I don't care, you cry, you do what you want, I'm not letting you see my phone, I think it's a bit of a red flag from whatever I have observed in life. So I can't give you a definite answer here, because this, my friend, is a slightly, I can't say controversial, but let me put it like this. If it's a husband-wife or it's a girlfriend-boyfriend, either ways, you are spending more time with your phone than with your partner. So I know there are people who have a very emotional connect to their phone. It's like part of their body. They don't want it being touched or unlocked or any of that. So this is something you'll have to figure as you go along. I can't give you a single one standard answer for this.
Ma, my girlfriend flirts with others just for fun. Should I ignore it or take it seriously?
Oh, see, the answer is actually in the question. This is my opinion. If it is just for fun, which means I'm guessing it is light-hearted flirting that happens socially in your presence, I think it's absolutely fine. In fact, it keeps things fun and it keeps things interesting. It can get very boring sometimes. That's my personal opinion. Assuming it is flirting just for fun. Because let me put it like this. If we look at how society has changed and how relationships are changed, तो एक time था जहाँ पे there was a very, very big community set up. You had your romantic partner, and then you had friends, and then you had children, and then you had relatives and uncles and aunts, and then everyone was in a category, all lived together. There was a lot of interaction happening. So all our expressions that we have as a human found an outlet for the expression, let me put it like that. Now what is happening in the modern day relationships is that there are multiple roles that one person is playing in your life, girlfriend or boyfriend. So, our requirement lists are things like, oh, listen, my partner has to be my best friend and my, sometimes they become your only friend. They should be my confidant. They should be my 4 a.m. buddy. They should just be, there are too many things to put on one person, I feel, boy or girl. And, having these kind of interactions with other people, friends that you meet socially, I'm guessing, and they're really, really important. So, if you're very sure that it is something she does for fun, that is her personality type, that she's an extrovert and they are that way socially, some of them. Sometimes it is they're just being who they are and it's getting interpreted as flirting. But I would suggest if it's something that is being done in your presence and it's not disturbing you too much, again that's a whole different thing, I would say let it go. And maybe you can start flirting yourself also. I mean, it's a skill. I think it's a very, very cute social skill and a dying art. So I would say ignore it. So guys, this was me answering your questions on love. Now, I think till I started shooting for this episode, I was quite convinced, हाँ मैं हूँ थोड़ी PhD type की इन मामलों में. But a lot of your questions were very, very specific, very, very intelligent, I would say. And just when I thought I was PhD, some of these questions are making me feel like ABC. But that will not dissuade me from doing a part 3 and a 4 and a 5 of me dishing out life advice. So guys, please keep your questions coming. If there are more that you need help with, please feel free to email me or to put it in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for being with me on this episode, and trust me when I say this, I cannot wait to do the next part. See you. Bye-bye. God bless.